If you are traveling to Vietnam as a vegetarian and thinking of my struggle with local Vietnamese food, then your struggle part is wrong, my friend, because I recently spent 1 month in Vietnam eating all Vietnamese local vegetarian food and only try nahi kiya hai. I have repeated so many dishes, but also there are few local foods which I won't order second time. उसकी भी बात करेंगे डिटेल में. But one thing I promise, if you are traveling in Vietnam as a vegetarian, food will not be an issue anywhere in Vietnam. Hi, I'm Pragya. Welcome to my channel Khao Local Ghumo Global, and this is your ultimate Vietnamese local food guide as a vegetarian. So watch this video till the end to gather the information as much as possible, and now rock and roll. Number 1, banh mi. It is not just a food in Vietnam, it is everywhere, and honestly it became my biggest lifesaver in Vietnam. My very first meal in Hanoi was a vegan banh mi, and from that moment I was literally hooked. You will find it everywhere, from tiny street carts to cafes, and it is very affordable, usually around between 20,000 to 40,000 Vietnamese dong. What surprised me the most? The bread. In the north it is slightly different, but as I moved to the central and south Vietnam, I noticed sharper, crispier edges. The vegan version is made with butter, lettuce, tofu, mushrooms, vegan sausages, tomatoes and flavorful spreads like chili sauce and mayo. I have tried egg, mushroom and vegan banh mi, but no matter the version, it saved me on the days I could not find food. I have had it in breakfast and sometimes in lunch and dinner also without any regret. Trust me, ये automatically आपका go-to बन जाएगा. Number 2, vegan pho. After banh mi, my next comfort food in Vietnam had to be pho, and trust me, this one comes with a small lesson. So fun fact, pho actually has different meaning. It depends on how you actually pronounce it. In the north, it can mean street and sometimes prostitute when you pronounce it pho, and if you pronounce it pho, that means noodle based or soup based dishes. But honestly, don't think too much. As a tourist, just say pho at any restaurant and they will instantly know you are here for that classic Vietnamese noodle soup. Now coming to my first story, I had my first vegan pho on Cat Ba Island. It was not planned at all. I just randomly walked into a small cafe, saw it on the menu and then thought, why not vegan for the lunch? The moment I took my first sip of the broth, मजा ही आ गया था. It was not heavy at all or not even overpowering. The bowl has simple but perfect tofu, soft noodles, mushrooms, bean sprout and fresh greens. And just like banh mi, it's super budget friendly and almost street side spots. I found it between 30,000 to 50,000 Vietnamese dong. Number 3, vegetable noodles. Now honestly, I'm not sure if it is completely different from pho or it's like a variation with a different cooking style. But whatever it was so damn good. It was simple, perfectly boiled thin noodles in a light broth. But here is the thing. I noticed across Vietnam, मैंने जितने भी soup based डिशेस ट्राई किए हैं, उनका ब्रॉथ बहुत फ्लेवरफुल होता है एंड वो टेस्ट बॉइल्ड वेजिटेबल से ही आता है. सो दैट हाईलाइट्स द मोस्ट. नाउ क्विक वेजिटेरियन टिप, ऑलवेज आस्क अबाउट द ब्रॉथ. इन वियतनाम a lot of soup based dishes are made of chicken broth or meat broth, even if the dish look vegetarian. So double check if it is vegetarian or vegan. Vegan is more better and safer. Number 4, salt coffee, and this one comes with a small story. But before that, you should know Vietnam takes its coffee very seriously. You will find so many unique coffee variations and you will know more as we go along in this video. So it was my second day on the Ha Giang Loop. We stopped at a cafe that literally required a 15 minutes hike to reach. Sitting at around 3,000 meters of height, view में मजा ही आ गया था. Our group leader told us to order anything. It was on the house and I randomly picked hot salt coffee because weather up north ठंडा था, cozy सा था. Now honestly, I was a bit doubtful. I mean, salt coffee, कहीं नमक ज़्यादा तो नहीं हो जाएगा. But then I took the first sip and I was genuinely surprised. It was smooth, slightly creamy with this perfect balance of sweet and salty. And with that view, it just hit differently. Definitely one of the most unique coffees I have tried. Number 5, pan chai. One of the traditional Vietnamese desserts. तो सीन ऐसा था, मैं एक दिन ट्रिप पे मैंने सोचा कोई पॉपुलर रेस्टोरेंट ट्राई करते हैं. गूगल पे सर्च किया तो ये वाले रेस्टोरेंट का नाम आया, which was popular because बराक ओबामा ने विजिट किया था यहाँ पे. I don't remember the dish name. मैंने क्या ऑर्डर किया था, कुछ स्टीम्ड रोल था, साइड में ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स थे और एक बोल था ब्रॉथ का. मैंने बस वो कैसे भी करके खाया है. अच्छा हुआ एक ही रोल लिया था मैंने. उसके बाद आई वॉज वेरी हंग्री एंड वॉज स्टिल लुकिंग फॉर फूड. एक जगह देखा लोकल्स की प्रॉपर भीड़ लगी हुई है. मुझे भी भूख लगी थी तो मैं भी वहाँ चली गई. मुझे नहीं पता था वो डेजर्ट्स के लिए प्लेस है. एक लोकल ने हेल्प की, बताया यहाँ पे सब वेजिटेरियन है, तो मैंने ऑर्डर किया पांचाई. अरे क्या सॉफ्ट बॉल्स थे, राइस बॉल्स स्टफ्ड विद मंग बीन्स, served in a warm sweet ginger syrup topped with sesame seeds. गरम गरम simple but so good. और वहीं पे मुझे एक solid tip मिला. You want to find local good food in Vietnam, just follow the locals. Trust the local and eat where locals are eating. And that was became my best food guide across Vietnam. Number 6, vegan fried noodles, my another comfort food. मैंने वियतनाम में बहुत जगह ट्राई किया है एंड ऑलमोस्ट हर जगह इसका थोड़ा डिफरेंट वर्जन ही मिलता है, बट कॉन्सेप्ट सिंपल रहता है, फ्राइड नूडल्स. एंड डोंट वरी, ऑयली बिल्कुल नहीं होते. कभी प्लेन मिलते हैं व्हीट या राइस नूडल्स बस सॉस के साथ स्टिर फ्राइड, और कभी वेजिटेबल्स के साथ लाइक बॉक चॉय, टोफू, मशरूम्स. सिंपल बट वेरी सैटिस्फाइंग. अब ये वो डिश है जो आपको हर जगह मिल जाएगी, और जब भी कुछ सेफ या फिलिंग चाहिए दिस वर्क्स बेस्ट. ऑनेस्टली टेस्ट भी अच्छा था, क्वांटिटी भी अच्छी थी एंड प्राइस भी रीजनेबल थे. बिटवीन 30,000 to 50,000 वियतनामीज डोंग आपको मिल जाएगा. नंबर 7, बान चाट चाय. मैं हनोई रेलवे स्टेशन से आ रही थी अपनी दनांग की ट्रेन टिकट बुक करके. लंच का टाइम हो रहा था तो रास्ते में देखा कौन चाय रेस्टोरेंट. मैं अंदर चली गई. आई सेट एंड आई सॉ अ गर्ल ईटिंग गुड फूड. वो अच्छा लग रहा था. मैंने उनसे पूछा कि क्या खा रहे हो. So she said bon chaat chai and she casually mentioned she had come here 3-4 times. That means the food is good here. तो मैंने भी वही ऑर्डर कर लिया. And honestly ब्यूटिफुल फूड. कोल्ड वर्मिसेली नूडल्स, एक बोल फ्रेश ग्रीन्स का था, एक बोल ब्रॉथ का था विद सम वीगन प्रोटीन. हाउ टू ईट? सिंपल, थोड़ा ग्रीन्स ब्रॉथ में डालो, नूडल्स को डिप करो एंड साथ में इंजॉय करो. एंड हियर इज द सॉलिड टिप. वियतनाम में फूड जब भी सर्च करना है, सर्च द वर्ड क्वान चाय और चाय. जहाँ चाय दिखे आप वहाँ पे कॉन्फिडेंटली ऑर्डर कर सकते हो. इट विल बी 100% वीगन. जहाँ पे नहीं लिखा है वहाँ पे भी चाय बोल के, चाय फूड बोल के या फिर गूगल ट्रांसलेट यूज करके आप उनसे पूछ सकते हो. आई हैव यूज्ड गूगल ट्रांसलेट अक्रॉस वियतनाम एंड इट वर्कड आउट परफेक्टली वेल फॉर मी. Number 8, vegan hot pot. This concept is very popular in Vietnam and you will find it everywhere. From street to stalls to proper restaurant, but mostly non-vegetarian version. मेरे लिए vegan version try करना possible हुआ during the Ha Giang Loop. Big thanks to my tour company. Honestly, मैंने hot pot सिर्फ K-dramas में देखा है and Japanese movies में, so I was already very excited. So in my hot pot there was corn, green, different green leafy vegetables, long stem gnocchi, mushrooms and rice on the side. Basically, hot pot is like a DIY meal. You cook everything yourself in a boiling broth and eat it fresh. I was honestly surprised कि ये सब मुझे क्या पसंद आ रहा है because it was totally out of my regular food choices. बस यहीं पे I decided for any local vegan Vietnamese food I am going all in. Number 9, cassava cake. अभी at this point in my trip I reached that stage where I was like चलो ये भी try करते, ये भी try करते. Basically जो भी locals बना रहे. With that same mindset, I was just walking through the streets of Ha Giang and I saw these fluffy, soft balls. They looked quite interesting. The weather was cold and this auntie was grilling them fresh and serving them hot. For just 5,000 Vietnamese dong, I tried one and honestly, it was really good. It had this slightly chewy texture with a mild sweetness, but I do feel this might not be very commonly available everywhere. Still, if you spot something like this on the street, definitely give it a try. Just make sure to confirm the filling is vegan. Number 10, coconut ice cream. Now, I was surprised to hear why coconut ice cream so famous in Cat Ba. But मैं जब वहाँ पहुंची तो पता चल गया था हर जगह coconut ice cream दिख रही थी. तो I was like, okay, ठीक है, let's try this. I don't even know if this was the best out there or what's so special about it, but I still like it because I anyway like ice creams. It was fresh, light, and वो coconut shell में थी, बहुत cute सी. But हाँ, one thing, I found it even cheaper in Da Nang. So wherever you see it, definitely try it. Number 11, Mi Quang vegan version, one of the signature dishes from central Vietnam. I tried this one in both Da Nang and Hoi An. It's a mixture of noodles, vegetables, fresh herbs like basil, bean sprouts, and what stands out? Roasted peanuts and crispy rice crackers. Texture wise, it's actually quite interesting, but honestly, taste wise, it did not hit that strong for me. It was okay, nothing bad, but nothing I would order again. But still, I would say I'm glad I tried it. Number 12, vegan cao lao. Another signature dish from central Vietnam is especially famous in Hoi An. I went to this restaurant which is known for serving authentic cao lao and the price was pretty reasonable too. Now the noodles here are very different. They are thick, chewy and made from ash water treated rice which gives them a unique texture. It is topped with tofu, mushrooms, fresh herbs and these crunchy fried noodle squares all mixed with the savory sauce. soy and garlic and subtle flavors. And honestly, this one was really good. It is quite exclusive to Hoi An and definitely made it to my list of favorites from Vietnam. Number 13, fresh spring roll. And ये मैं कभी order नहीं करूँगी दोबारा. They are actually very healthy, made with rice paper wrappers filled with vegetables like carrot, lettuce, cabbage, herbs, rice noodles and sometimes tofu, and actually served with a peanut dipping sauce. But for me, it did not work. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it felt very cold, very raw. It felt like eating a salad, like cold salad wrapped in a rice paper. Number 14, fried spring roll. And this one was really good. Typically filled with glass noodles, mushrooms, tofu and some carrot. Perfectly crispy on the outside and super tasty. And इसको तो मैंने बहुत जगह खाया है. Number 15, vegan banh sao. Basically Vietnamese pancake. And oh my god, ये जब मेरे सामने आया है ना, I was like, ये इतना सारा क्या है और इसको खाना कैसे है? So I literally started observing the table next to me. Basically you eat it by hand. You take a rice paper, add lettuce, herbs like mint or cilantro, then pick that pancake, wrap it together and dip it into a sweet salty vegan sauce. Experience interesting था no doubt, but taste wise मुझे exactly समझ ही नहीं आया. It was not bad, but not something I would go back for. But since it's a local popular dish, definitely worth trying once, and maybe you like it more than I did. Number 16, fried tofu. I did not have the best start with tofu. I tried it earlier in Indonesia and did not like it at all. तो मैंने अपनी लिस्ट से ही इसको remove कर दिया था हमेशा के लिए. Even in Vietnam, I tried it pretty late, but to my surprise, I actually started liking it. The taste felt fresher, the texture better, and somehow it just worked here. I think trying again, my confidence also came from already having it in other dishes like banh mi, pho, and spring rolls. So I was a bit more open to it this time. So yeah, safe to say I've officially become someone who enjoys tofu. Number 17, egg coffee, one of the most iconic Vietnamese coffee, especially popular in Hanoi. If you walk around the old quarter, you will find it everywhere. I had seen so many people try it, but no one talks about what is underneath. I actually tried mine in Ho Chi Minh at Little Hanoi Cafe, a cute vintage style spot known for its coffee. Quick note, I'm a vegetarian, but I do eat egg, so you call me vegetarian, eggitarian, whatever, up to you. But yeah, this is what it is. Period. Now here's what I learned for first timers. Always try it hot. Don't sip it immediately. First eat the creamy top layer with a spoon. It's made with the egg yolk, super rich and almost like a dessert, and honestly that part was amazing. But then you mix it and suddenly there is this strong, slightly bitter coffee underneath. So for me it was 50-50 experience. Top layer loved it. That coffee bitter part not so much. Still, it's super unique. Definitely try it once, but only if you are okay with egg yolk. Number 18, coconut coffee, another famous coffee in Vietnam. मैंने बोला था ना वियतनाम में coffee culture बहुत famous है. You will find the different types of coffees like egg coffee, yogurt coffee, salt coffee, matcha coffee, and whatnot coffee. The lady who made my coconut coffee in Hoi An stole my heart even before that first sip. During my 7 days in Hoi An, I kept passing by this lady's little cart in the afternoon. Every time I'd see her carefully preparing coffee with so much love and hard work. One evening, I decided to try her coffee. Around 5 p.m., I reached there just as she was almost closing. But the moment she saw me walking towards the cart, she quickly came back, unwrapped everything and made coffee for me without compromising on effort and love. Since that day, coconut coffee has actually made it to my favorites list in Vietnam. The sweetest part, every time I pass by, he would wave at me and greet me so much, and I live for such stories. Number 19, Vietnamese grilled banana sticky rice is a popular street food. A small banana wrapped in coconut infused rice, wrapped in banana leaves and then grilled. It is served hot with a thick, savory, sweet coconut sauce. This dessert is known for its chewy texture, creamy rice and soft banana, which is very true. मैंने हो ची मिन में ट्राई किया. एक जगह है बहुत पॉपुलर है, मैं सारे नेम्स डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगी, तो प्लीज देख लेना. ऐसा कुछ देखे तो प्लीज ट्राई जरूर करना. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा बट बाद में अच्छा लगेगा. Number 20, हैप्पी वाटर. आर यू रेडी फॉर दिस वन? Happy water is a homemade alcohol very popular in northern Vietnam, especially during the Ha Giang Loop. It is somewhat like a corn wine, and I got to try it during my 3-day motorbike tour. But it is not just a drink, it is like a whole cultural experience. It is served during meals, celebration, and even when welcoming guests. It's basically represent goodwill and connection in the mountain region, and every time you drink, there is this chant, Mo Tha Ba Zo, like a group cheer.
Are you ready? Yeah!
Honestly, this was one of my favorite parts of the entire Vietnam trip. It was so much fun and felt very real and local. And with that, I have shared all my veg food and drinks I tried in Vietnam. Now, one thing you might notice, I have not used vegetarian term but vegan, because while traveling, not just in Vietnam, anywhere, vegetarian can sometimes still include things like meat-based oils and even shrimp. So just to be on a safer side, I usually call myself a vegan outside India. I hope my Vietnam food guide helps you find good Vietnam local food without any core struggle, and you enjoy your trip more than I did. For more real-time travel updates and behind the scenes, you can follow me on my Instagram and Facebook handle. It's called Khao Local Ghumo Global. What is next is I don't know. मैं confused हूँ दो टॉपिक में, या तो एक ब्लॉग बनाऊँ which includes information related to my hostels जहाँ पे भी मैं रही हूँ, and itinerary, budget क्या रहा and everything, या फिर एक ब्लॉग बनाऊँ which includes only the tips related to transportation, train, buses and what not. You tell me, I don't know, मेरे लिए तो सभी important है. This is me, Pragya Sharma, exploring new ways of living, signing off. You see me in my next release. Until then, travel safely, stay curious and explore the world with care. Bye. Namaste.